The Peaks. I hope that's you and your lovely wife in there. Else that's weird if it's just a random couple. But what is considered acceptable for Cal and the team in year 2? Sweet 16 or above.
Yeah. I mean, I think you need to have more regular season success. Sub 500, 10 seed, whatever in the SEC. I think it needs to be better than that, honestly. But then, yeah, I mean, you get back to the NCAA tournament, don't lose the first game. Honestly, my expectation all along was that you would have a roster that could compete for a Final Four after the first year. I think that should be the bare minimum expectation. Could this one? Maybe. I mean, maybe it could. I think they're a piece away from really, really selling me on that. But it's hard for me just knowing how the tournament is, man. Like, it's just so. I do the Eric Musselman thing. It's so hard to win a game, just one game in the tournament. It's so matchup dependent and everything that it's hard to be like, it's Final Four or bust. But yeah, you can't do the thing where Cal gets to the tournament and gets popped by a mid-major in the first round. Like if they only won one game and got beaten in the round of 32 or whatever, would that be disappointing? Yeah, but would it be like, this just unacceptable, it can't happen? I don't think so, personally.
Yeah, I think they're going to start throwing tomatoes at me here because I think my answer differs from a lot of people because we throw around that term. You said unacceptable. We throw around unacceptable a lot, and we accept a lot of unacceptable stuff. You know what I mean? Like there's been a lot of seasons like, what's our expectation? Now, obviously, that's a different thing, and we can talk about that. But in terms of like what is acceptable, like when we're saying what would be unacceptable? Like, does that mean we're firing Cal after the year? Like we're really having that conversation? Like,
yeah, we probably need to figure out that. You're right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because let me just throw this hypothetical out there, Curtis. Say Arkansas has a year where they have more regular season success, and they are a 7 or an 8 seed in the tournament, and then they lose their first game to the 9 or 10 seed. Obviously, we'd be very disappointed because, like you said, we kind of went in thinking, hey, this is a potential Final Four roster. Is that unacceptable to the point where we're like what would we really do? You know what I mean? Like, we'd be pissed, but unacceptable? I don't
Better not happen again, mister.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
well, and that thing is like saying, he froze on us. So saying acceptable versus unacceptable, to me at least, unacceptable means like disaster area. You go like a Missouri season 2 years ago, they go over like that. That's unacceptable. Cannot happen. Will not happen. But like, kind of the example you brought up, Andrew, of like, your better regular season, but you lose in the first round. To me, that's a bad year. I don't consider it unacceptable. It's a bad year. And it's like, you can't do that. That doesn't need to happen type of thing.
That's kind of where I'm at, where I'm like, yeah, that would be bad. We'd be all disappointed. We'd be annoyed. And we'd enter the offseason being like, hey, these are some questions we need to answer. We got to show up. But like unacceptable, I don't know. We accept a lot of crap as Razorback fans.
Was Eric Musselman's last year unacceptable?
Nope.
Like with the expectations that you had coming into it and the way that it all went down, was that unacceptable, or was that it can't happen again, dude? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like they weren't going to fire him, so
that's a good point. We were if Eric Musselman would have run it back, we would have accepted the hell out of that. You know what I mean? Like,
right?
Yeah. Well, and it is weird too, and I know we know this, but just put in perspective, Arkansas has had 3 straight losing seasons in the SEC. How insane is that? It doesn't feel like they have, but they have had 3 straight losing seasons in the SEC where you play 18 freaking games. Like, it's craziness. Just get over 500 in the SEC. Good grief, man.
Can we agree, though? They missed the tournament? Unacceptable. That is unacceptable if they missed the tournament.
Yeah.
That'd be really bad. That would be really bad for sure. Are you guys with me? Am I putting too much stock into the regular season thing? It's just like, I don't know.
No. I'm with you.
Don't go below 500 in the freaking SEC for a change. Yeah.
Right. I don't want the up and down.
Yeah. I'm not saying like, oh, they need to win the SEC title or whatever. I don't even care if they finish 4th and get the double bye or whatever, but good grief, man. Can we just do better than 8 and 10 or something?
Dude, because I'm with you on that. Because to me, I get like, yes, you get to the tournament, all bets are off, roll the dice, whatever happens. I'm about trying to position yourself to set yourself up for success. I'm not saying you got lucky, but you played Kansas if you play another 7 seed, who knows? Maybe you don't beat them in the first round. So don't put yourself in a position to where you're just hoping and praying that, man, hopefully we get the worst 7 seed or whatever. Like, put yourself in a position to where you're the dominant team. You can be the team that is the 3 seed, the 4 seed, and you're set up for that success. Like, do that. Put yourself in a position instead of having to just battle uphill in the tournament and be like, hey, we'll rally the troops then. I want that. Because listen, I know all those years were fun. We make Elite Eights and everything, but guys, I mean, wasn't it so fun that first year when Arkansas went, what was it, 13-4 in the SEC? Wasn't that fun? I had fun that year. Yeah, like it was great. Granted, the postseason helped, but finishing second in the SEC was really good. That was fun. I think it was a 13-4. They went in Muss's first run because they didn't play A&M because of the whatever they had going on. And then the next year, I think they went 13-5, I believe. Something.
Yeah, they were on the last Saturday of the regular season, still like alive for the regular season title. They lost that game to, I think, Tennessee, and they wound up 4th. Like, you had a chance to be the outright champ or the co-champs or whatever in the SEC regular season. You lose one game, you wound up 4th. So
I want Arkansas to have a good enough regular season to where if a celebrity picks them to win the national title in March Madness, people don't look at it as like, whoa, R. Kelly picked Arkansas.
R. Kelly? All the ones.
Yeah, I'm sure he's filling out brackets.
Yeah, he's singing to himself while he's doing that in prison. Like, just get him out there. Golly, yeah. All right. If R. Kelly picks Arkansas to win the championship next year in his bracket,
my goal. That's all I want is R. Kelly to pick Arkansas.
Oh man, jeez. Before we get to your heavy hitters, another because that was a great question, by the way, Peaks. A good discussion there.